Welcome, Gemini. This is your weekly focus for June the 17th through to the 23rd. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your support. Let's go to the cards and see what they reveal for the upcoming week for you, shall we? Okay, underlying energy is, look at that, the Two of Cups. New friends, new associations, new passions, new dreams, new desires. How wonderful is this? Okay, so this could be stepping into new passions and dreams, absolutely new environments. It could be about meeting somebody. Okay, they become a very good friend in the future going forward, or you marry them in the future, who knows? But it's new people. It could be a new boss coming in, co-worker. Maybe somebody's moving in, or maybe you're moving in next to them. New neighbors, new environments, new... So we'll see how that all plays out. Our first card is the Knight of Cups. So it's about enjoying life. It's about enjoying your significant other, the people that you hold closest and deepest to your heart. I always call this the knight in shining armor, that he's here to whisk us away in love and romance and passion. So that could definitely be on the table for us this week. Whether or not we've known them forever or we're just meeting them. Okay, so that could be in any area. Oh my gosh, guys, come on, work with me here a little bit. This is also about, spending time within your passions, your dreams, and your desires as well. Okay, the love of your path forward, your life, the things that you want to bring in, the things you want to create. Our next card is the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, we get very determined that we give... There's almost like we're making plans for our future goals here. It's about protecting our passions, our dreams, not allowing people to poke holes in them. So we tell the people that matter. Not everybody. We don't share everything with everybody. We also give it some kind of consistency. So when it comes to our walk forward and in our dreams and in our passions, that we give it the energy, or we give it the focus, we give it the attention that it needs and deserves in order to grow into the successes that we can see within our mind at the present moment. It's about understanding and being flexible to what our goals and dreams need in order to thrive, in order to grow in abundance, prosperity, to allow ourselves to grow in stature, perhaps. Maybe it's our health and well-being. Maybe it's growing a beautiful home and family. We have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, well, it's a very young energy. And so in a young energy, we can dream a little bit bigger. We can expand our horizons a little easier. We can explore more of areas, like offshoots. Okay, offshoots to what already pulls us in. So maybe you like... the stock market, and now you're looking at crypto. Or maybe you like crypto, so now you're looking at the stock market. Or maybe you've always invested in some kind of mutual fund, and now you're looking at this. It's an expansion, or it's an offshoot. It's, you want to be the head waiter, you want to be the owner, you want to own the franchise. It's about the offshoots of what we can do. Are taking, instead of that whole menu, you're going to just take the French fries and run with the French fries and just turn French fries into a feast and a meal of its own. And now you've got employees, and now you've got different outlets, and now you're franchising yourself, and it's about growing those dreams. Okay, you start a YouTube channel and maybe you only have 12 subscribers today, but that it could change, especially in YouTube. It could change overnight, where all of a sudden you have 1,000 followers when you wake up the next morning because somebody with some kind of authenticity already in YouTube has shared your video with them, with their viewers or something, and it caught on fire. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to happen. There's a fog here. All we can do is think of the possibilities. So if you are a YouTuber that's starting out and you want a plaque behind you with 100,000 views on it, then we put that into and we don't say how we're going to do it. We're not going to sit there and say, well, I'm going to make a video every week and it's all going to be about this. And, we of course we show up and we do what's necessary. We don't necessarily know that that's really going to be the thing. We might want to start on YouTube and we only do 3 videos and somebody approaches us with something in line with what we were already doing on YouTube in a private sector somewhere else. Maybe you're a fabulous cook and you're starting to share your recipes, or maybe you know how to use herbs for different medical treatments, things like that. And all of a sudden you're sparked off into a new reality. So don't limit yourself on what is presently available to you, but rather what you would really love to do. If time, energy, resources, nothing mattered, you could wake up and you could write your script for tomorrow, and it is stepping into that dream. What would that dream look like at the end result? And play in the detail as much as you can with this card, especially with the cards that we have here. I mean, this is a time to expand your mind to what could be, that what you could give birth to, of what you could create, of what you could manifest. I don't think there's any problem with the potential that you have, or the love or the passion that you have. So allow it to, don't pull it back. Don't rein it in. Don't keep it in control here, because it's just a thought at this point. So we can grow it as big and as giant as we want. It could be of all kinds of flavors when we're done. It could be a multitude of different things that we want in our life. We want happiness in our family and home, but we also want happiness in career, but we also want to feel healthy and vibrant. So, so it could be a mixture of things here. I think this is an all-rounded rather than a specific area of your life, where you're looking at the prosperity of life. You're looking at growing the safety, the security, the beauty, and capturing. I don't think you're growing the beauty as much as capturing the beauty that's around you and utilizing it to make, harmony, to make beauty. Okay. I'm getting off the soapbox now. I don't know where that came from. Okay, overriding energy is the World card. Okay, so there are some things that we need to take care of in order to really go forward in the way we want, to really invite in love. It could be healing that we need to allow. We could have some scars on our heart that we're trying to push down and push away, hoping that they'll just never resurface and we'll be good to go. And that's usually not the way it ends up working. It usually comes out at a very inopportune time, and most times you don't even connect it with that scar that you hold. Okay, so it's a time to allow healing in, perhaps. Letting go of some kind of negative advice as well. Okay, where people have kept you actually away from a dream or a desire or a passion by saying you shouldn't, you couldn't, you mustn't, you can't. I think you're realizing now that you can. And before so once again, that's kind of healing and letting go and redesigning a new belief system within. Rewiring your brain, perhaps. And to really think outside the box. Something's even pulling you back from allowing your thoughts to even dream as big as you should be dreaming right now. Supporting all this energy is you raising the bar on yourself, knowing your potential, knowing what you want to go after. Here we might be looking a little bit back and patting ourselves on the back for our accomplishments. Maybe it's in work and career, maybe it's home and family. And now we're looking at our new path forward. We're looking at how we can raise the bar on ourselves, the potential that we have within us, whether it's our talents, our abilities, just our unique self and what we do. And this could be even growing our money and our finances in a new way, because we have pentacles following pentacles. Once we realize exactly what we have to work with, that we can expand it into new areas. So it could be investing money. It could be growing your money in some way, creating a new money stream in some way, taking your business or taking your career and taking it to the next level, and going after that promotion, bringing in that raise. It could be all kinds of things as we go forward. And the more that we shut out other people's negative intentions towards what we are doing, we don't do certain things because we don't think, we want to be loved, we want to be accepted. And we don't want people to push us away or block us because of what we are doing in life, right? So many times we just put on a mask. And this is really about being authentic with yourself. Okay, as we come into the beginning of the week, we start with the Seven of Swords, and this is really understanding what we truly need in order to go forward. We are picking the things that need to go into our toolbox here. Now, once again, we don't want to advertise this to the world, what we are doing, what our passions are, what our dreams are. We want to maybe share it with a select few. Okay, because in some ways people can poke holes in our hearts and our dreams and our passions just by some kind of gossip getting back to you about what was being said. So we're really understanding what we truly need in order to go forward. And that lightens the load a little bit, because we know that we're prepared for what we are stepping into. We can take the time to be present within our relationships. We can take the time to find joy and happiness. And it brings in the sense of balance. I mean, we want this forward motion, absolutely. And we want to be looking at what we are doing when we are going forward towards our dreams, our desires, our wants. But there also needs to be a balance in play. Okay, we're also feeling very strong, especially probably midweek. We're feeling very strong about what we really want to step into, what passions and desires we truly want to embrace in our life, and maybe what things we want to let go of in order to allow that to emerge. Then we start to dream of the possibilities. Then we start to grow that dream, that desire, that want. We start to widen that horizon to what we can potentially step into as we leave the week. Look at this, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords says, finally, lessons learned. It's time to move forward. It's time to embrace a new tomorrow. It's time to almost allow yourself for like a reset or a rebirth or a brand new beginning, a brand new take on life. I see this as letting go of so much, in order to really propel yourself forward in a new dynamic energy. When it comes to work and career, we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, this is where, people have told you that you can only go so far. You can only do so much. Well, what makes you so special? What makes, you know how much time and energy that would take? Oh my goodness, do you really want to donate the rest of your life to this thing? It can't be, and they tell you the reasons why you cannot. When in essence, you truly can. So once again, it's people trying to poke holes in your dreams and your desires, and realizing that you can do anything that you want to do, anything that you set out to do, that it's your choice, and that you've had this ability this whole time. It's like clarity comes in, understanding comes in to where you can go forward, of how you can go forward. Milo, you have to go out and wait. Do you want to come up for a minute and say hello? Okay, there's my baby, huh? There's my baby? Yeah? Okay, now, you have to go out and wait, okay? So go lay down. I'll be out in a minute. Go on. When it comes to love and relationships, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, for many of you, you could be starting out in a brand new relationship. You're wondering maybe if you should step into this relationship. It could be a very new relationship. Absolutely. It could be a major step within a relationship. And are you ready for this step? Are you ready to embrace this new path within a relationship, within a close relationship? Are growing that relationship closer, building that bond? Now, it shows in the back that you've had many beautiful relationships in your life, that you've had strengths and growth because of these relationships. That you have friends behind you, standing behind you, ready to promote you, ready to support you, that love you. That's the kind of person you are. But do you really want to, do you have the passion that is expected for this part of the relationship before you take it forward? But every relationship to this point has moved you closer to this new path. And this could be a major relationship coming in. This could be a best friend, or it's somebody that's going to hold your hand and walk to the end of your path with you. Okay? And so find ways to grow the romance, grow the love, grow the laughter here. Tie up any loose ends. Maybe in past relationships, or maybe it's healing that needs to come in. Definitely it could be brand new relationships coming in, and this could be the person that you've been preparing your whole life to meet. That's the kind of energy this card will hold for us, that we have finished so many paths in order to grow our heart and the knowledge within our heart of what love truly is to us and what it means to us and how we want to bring that love in. And we may be practicing some great self-care here throughout this reading this week, and understanding just how much potential we truly have to go forward in the paths that we want. Our final card is the Moon. We lay the Moon right here. Okay? It's about knowing oneself. Okay? We lay that on top of our Queen of Swords. We'll get her out there so you can see her nice. Okay? So the Queen of Swords is there. This is about us getting determined about our dreams, our goals, our desires. No more can somebody poke a hole in it. No more can somebody make fun of it and criticize it, and you actually take it to heart as something that they actually know what they're talking about, because chances are they don't. This card comes in and says now is the time to go towards great success. These mountains are probably, there's a couple of cards, but a very few that really have the mountains to this strength, this degree of these, and there are bigger mountains behind that even. So mountains are successes in the tarot, and these are great successes in your life, which can happen in knowing that you can go forward in a certain direction, that you can handle it, that you can do it, to stepping into that relationship that you've been preparing your whole life. And that could even be the relationship that you are currently in. Okay, it's just never moved to that level before that you really wanted it at, and now it's time to move it towards, and it's finally time to stop the stagnation within the relationship, or stop being in the rut, or stop the turmoil that always seems to come up. And once again, we have to understand what we truly need as our tools in order to create that relationship into the dream that we want it to be. Okay, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.